welcome back to the Africanadian Resource Center. We apologize obviously for starting late. We try to start at 6 o'clock every night. Tonight we're a bit late and we do apologize for that. But still, business must go on, and so we are here. We welcome you and we thank you for joining us. What I want to do is do just that, take you to an interview we did earlier today. This interview was done specifically for our podcast, which is a series that we want to run every week. We are still waiting to upload our first one, hopefully this weekend. But we wanted to understand more about the gentleman we talked to who owns a store. We're still visiting the Danford area because there's so many African organizations there. And we wanted to understand more about how he's doing during COVID. So you're going to hear his voice in the background. And then, of course, you see members of the community, you see people shopping, things like that. But this is more for you to just have an introduction, and the rest of the interview is going to be available on our podcast in the coming days. So without further ado, let's take a look. So thank you so much for having us here. Give us, what's your name, and what do you do?
Okay, all right. Thank you guys for coming here and to give me that, to give you some information about this area and the business. My name is Tesfit Johannes. Tesfit Johannes.
Okay.
I'm originally from Eritrea. It's been now around 4 years here in Canada. Yeah, the store name is Red Sea Fruit and Vegetable. It's been now 3 years since we established the business here.
Okay.
It was running by different people, and then we just bought from them.
Okay.
So far, we're doing good.
Okay, that's amazing. So obviously, even hearing you say we're doing good during COVID, that's amazing. How are you seeing business during COVID time?
Yeah, I mean, the COVID-19, it affects for everything, because when you are going to buy the stock, there is a lot of waiting. You have to go early morning around 4 a.m. in the morning, and then you don't go inside the supermarkets. You just wait and give orders from the salesmen, and then you have to wait for 4 or 5 hours. Just sit down in your truck, and then you have to bring. Sometimes you don't get good quality. You don't see it how that, you know. Plus, when it comes here also, the community was good. Actually, they were supporting, but it was kind of slow, you know. So you have to do a lot of things also in order to protect. You have to wipe everything, the table. You have to do signs, let the customer just not touch their hands with the products without doing the hand sanitizer. They have to do proper purification methods so that everybody has to be safe, you know. My vision, or our store vision, is to help our customer through the right way with the quality of products, and then from here, in order to grow to the better or the highest what do you call businesses. So the COVID-19 is having a lot of challenges. So for it makes a lot of obstacles in order to hit your target, because when you are running a business from this year to this year, what are you going to do? You have a plan, right? You have a goals. So when such things is happen, sometimes it makes your vision or your goals not to go through or to continue for that. But my or our main vision is to help for the community as we are living here, and to do right jobs or right activities for the whole community where I'm living around here. So I hope one day, after a long time, I'll see my vision is going to be successful in the things what I'm doing now. You know, when you come from your country here, people have a lot of fields or skills, profession or education standards. So when you come here, it's not simple to go a job right away for that. So you need to go either school or do something else. So I've been working in different
Fields.
fields. I see it is worth to me, because at least if I work hard and then at least I make some incentive, I'm okay with that. But I don't make any money. So the only thing what I have to do is I had the business background. So in order to know or identify the system here, I have to start any kind of business. At the end of the day, if the business what I'm doing now, if it grows, okay, maybe I can do the same thing. Otherwise, I have to change different businesses, because so I decide to establish this kind of business in order to get a way to introduce to the system of.
We thank the community there in on Danford for having allowed us to do that interview. And we continue, as I told you, we're going to have the interview on our website, hopefully this coming week, by the end of this week, where you can actually hear more about the vision and what they're planning to do. But of course, just the work in general, like how difficult was it for him to achieve the goal of building a business here in Toronto, especially the fact that he's new also in Canada. It's not somebody that is born here. So we are really, one of the things that we're enjoying as a part of this is seeing Africans, start and, begin to actually set foot in communities. And one of the communities that we've been going to is the one there in Danford, and there's a lot of East Africans there. So again, we hope to continue to visit all of these different communities and learn more about what's available. And also, I know when we were talking to the gentleman on the call there, one of the things that a lot of people are asking for is because they have access to the community. They have a lot of people that come to them. One of the things that they are learning from the community is that there's a lot of our people that are looking for resources. And so, for example, if someone wants to start a business, where can they get funds? We know we have this access because we are in the community, we're involved. But there's a lot of people who don't know what this information is or where can they get those information. So we hope they can actually come to us, the platform that we are developing, and learn a lot of that information, where we're going to actually connect what's available in the community, but also give people access to what's actually coming, whether it's from the government, from the local, federal, or even the regional governments. There's a lot of programs that are available, and so we need some people that can actually sit down and sort through them and then help these individuals. And that's what we are trying to do through this resource center. And it is why we are going to communities, knowing who to talk to, know who is available. So when we actually have a resource, when we have a platform, we can go back to them and say, okay, here you go. This is what we have for you. You can access it. You can connect to the people in your network. And so we continue the building. So we thank them for allowing us to do the interviews. We thank them for joining us. Some of those who join us live, like many did earlier. These are all, again, they are levels to resources, and these are definitely resources for us, because these are people that have their feet on the ground in the community, being involved in the work in the community.